What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the WhiteSeaDeer channel. And if I seem a little excited right now, it's because I am. So grab yourself a beer, grab yourself a coffee, whatever you got for your evening drink. I hope you guys got back safely from work or school or wherever you guys are coming from. It is May 4th, 2021. May the 4th be with you. And in keeping with the May the 4th be with you, we got some Star Wars news, some Star Wars gaming news. So stick around for all the news and my reaction. It's going to be a great time, everybody. Make sure to like and subscribe if you guys enjoy the video. Really appreciate it. It goes a long way to help me out. And let's jump right into this, everybody. Okay, so first things first, I want to point something out. Bad Batch is awesome. I know I talked about it, what was it, this morning or the day before, talking about Bad Batch. I also talked about it in our podcast. Watched the first episode today. Absolutely fantastic. If you got Disney Plus, go check it out. That's just a little side note. But today I want to talk about possibly 2 Star Wars games that have been leaked by Disney that they might be making here. We don't know. Nothing's definitive yet, but it's possible that we got 2 new Star Wars games coming our way. We're going to get into the details of it, but first, as always, I want to give credit to our journalist Tyler Fisher over on comicbook.com. So shout out to Tyler Fisher, our journalist, for this article. So let's jump right into the article, everybody. There's a lot of great juicy information out of this. So let's start with paragraph 1. According to a new report, Disney is being pitched on both a new High Republic game and a game for the Mandalorian. So if you guys don't know what the High Republic is, it's a new period of time in the Star Wars universe. It got introduced through novels, through books, and it's slowly making its way to other forms of media within the Star Wars universe. It's very cool. It's kind of a time where how do I explain this? So the High Republic is a time period during the Jedi Order where the Jedi Order was almost revered as gods. Things were golden and gilded. Think of the Vatican almost when it comes to the Jedi Order. Jedi temples were like cathedrals to the population. It was a time where things were very clean and neat, and things were just very high-end, gold, marble, all this stuff. That's why it's called the High Republic. Very, very interesting concept, especially for the Jedi Order, who prides itself almost on poverty, on no form of emotion. To be revered as gods, it must have drawn a lot of people to the dark side. I haven't read any of the novels yet. I really want to get into some. I just don't have all the time in the world. But to see a video game of the High Republic possibly be coming out, that would be super exciting. That would be a great way to introduce this new era to the fans of Star Wars. And then also The Mandalorian. We all know about The Mandalorian. We've watched The Mandalorian, and it's incredible to think that a video game is going to be based off of that. I can't see them doing any wrong with that. But moving on, and it sounds like one of these Star Wars games could be an Xbox console exclusive. Oh my goodness, every day, people, it seems like we're getting more and more great news out of Xbox. Like I said, this is all possible. Nothing's definitive yet, but an Xbox console exclusive. We've seen this partnership between EA and Microsoft. We've seen a lot of the EA Play games go up on the Game Pass, so it's very possible that we could see EA partner with Microsoft to add an exclusive Star Wars title to its library. But moving on, let's keep going. Prominent industry and insider Nick Baker has relayed the information and accompanied it with a few details. Speaking during a recent episode of the Xbox Era podcast, Baker noted neither game is in full active development yet, so let's make that a note very quick, that neither of these games are in full development. These are basically just ideas at this point. Baker also notes that he believes Xbox Game Studios is involved with at least one of these games, before specifically dropping ZeniMax Online Studios, the developer behind the Elder Scrolls Online, who Xbox acquired through its acquisition with Bethesda. So seeing that this game might be tied to an MMO company, We'll talk about this in this next paragraph. Let me read this before I make this point. Baker notes that ZeniMax has been hiring people with Star Wars experience, though it's unclear to what extent. Of course, the implication is one of these two games is an MMO, but Baker says it's possible the studio's next game won't be a full MMO, but rather an online-focused game or a co-op shooter. I don't like any of those. I love my single-player games. I hope it's not an MMO. I hope it's not an online-focused game. I hope it's not a co-op shooter. But for those of you that are fans of those things, I hope you guys get it. From what I'm seeing, more so, the High Republic would probably make more sense as an MMO or an online-focused game or a co-op shooter. The Mandalorian would be an incredible single-player experience. So it would make sense. That's if they want to go that way, which would be surprising if they created a new MMO. In my eyes, the Old Republic MMO game is relatively young comparatively to some other big MMOs that are out there. But it would be a natural progression from the Old Republic to the High Republic. It would be very interesting to see them go into an MMO with the High Republic. I'd probably play it a little bit just to get introduced to the High Republic. It would be very interesting. But I definitely want to see The Mandalorian as an incredible single-player experience. And EA has done nothing but blow me away with the last game that they did, Jedi Fallen Order. So after that game, I have a lot of trust in them. So I think it would be a great, great time. Continuing on, unfortunately, this is where the details dry up. Single manly tier. What is here should be taken with a grain of salt. However, it is worth noting that fellow industry insider and leaker Jeff Grubb revealed today he's heard that Lucasfilm is making deals for multiple Star Wars games and that Microsoft may be working on an exclusive Star Wars game. So we're getting information from two industry insiders here. I know eyewitness testimony isn't always the best, but 2 in 1 saying the same things, that we have a possible Xbox exclusive and that they're in talks to make multiple games, it's starting to pan out that it might be a legitimate thing. In other words, we have overlapping reports from two reliable, this sentence is going exactly what I just said, two reliable sources, but that doesn't change the fact that everything here is unofficial and subject to change. So nobody get their britches in a britch, or what britches in a bundle? In a bunch. Don't get your britches in a bunch, everybody. I know it looks like I'm getting my britches in a bunch right now. That's because I am. I'm a Star Wars fanboy. I get excited about this stuff. I just want a Star Wars Republic Commando sequel. Can somebody give that to me? But I'll take these anyways. But continuing on, unrelated but also related, there have been several reports from several sources that a remake of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic is in the works. We heard that a couple weeks ago, and as well as Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order 2, which that would get me hyped. That would be super excited. Fallen Order, the first one, the only one that's out right now, was an incredible experience. I 100%ed that game, got every achievement. It was a great time. But suffice to say, if this all pans out, it's going to be an exciting time for Star Wars fans, yes it will, who have largely been starved of quality Star Wars games over the past decade, which I kind of would take some offense to. There has been some bangers. Star Wars Squadrons I actually really enjoyed, even though I'm not a huge online player, but I enjoyed the campaign. I enjoyed some of the multiplayer. Love Jedi Fallen Order, obviously. That's a 10 out of 10 for me. And even if you look at the Battlefronts, looking past some of its initial issues at launch, they were fun. I mean, come on, we play those games. It was like Battlefield was Star Wars. That's exactly how it was billed coming out, and that's what they delivered. It was kind of fun, it was a good time. All right, last paragraph. At the moment of publishing, none of the implicated parties have any comment on any of the information above, and we don't expect this to all of a sudden change. However, if it does, we will update the story accordingly. All right, and so will I. So yeah, that was Star Wars Leak reportedly reveals 2 new games. Very interesting stuff. Just to recap, High Republic, The Mandalorian, possibly 2 games that are coming out. One might be an MMO, and one might be an Xbox exclusive. So big news coming out of the Star Wars universe, and for us Xbox players. But yeah, that article was a lot of fun. It was very interesting. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a lot of fun to make, a lot of fun to read this story. As you could tell, I was getting giddy. I was getting a little hype for all this stuff. It's a great time always talking about Star Wars and video games in the same light. You gotta love it, everybody. But thank you for watching. Thank you to making it this far. Really appreciate you guys watching the video through. For those of you that did make it to this point, if you did, if you liked the video, please subscribe to the channel. It goes a long way to help me out. Watch some of my other videos if you don't think I'm worthy yet. But thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate you guys taking your time out of your day to let me entertain you. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave it at that. Love y'all. Take it easy now.